now let's get to some new faces in some new places and when they will make their return to their former teams. Starting with the King. After 8 seasons in the purple and gold, LeBron will be back in L.A. You heard us mention it on Christmas Day, this time with Philly. It'll be his 21st Christmas Day game and could be a matchup with his son, Bronny. His teammate Jaylen Brown was traded this summer to Philly after 10 seasons in Boston, of course, the 2024 Finals MVP. Yes, he will make his way back to Boston. That could be an interesting return on January 21st to face Jayson Tatum and the Boston Celtics. Remember, JB hasn't really talked to JT since the trade, he said in that press conference. Sticking in the East, 2-time MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo will return to where it all started in Milwaukee on January 28th. The 10-time All-Star 2021 Finals MVP spent 13 years as a Milwaukee Buck.
Late.
It is kind of late before being traded this summer to Miami in dramatic fashion. And then, of course, let's head out west, where 2-time All-Star John Morant was traded to the Portland Trail Blazers after 7 up-and-down seasons in Memphis. He makes his return on February 6th, and he only played, keep in mind, in 20 games last season. He is, though, expected to be fully healthy coming into the season. Last but not least, one of the most shocking trades of the offseason was the trade that sent LaMelo Ball to Minnesota after 6 seasons in Charlotte. Ball will be back in Buzz City on February 15th after coming off a season where he led the Hornets back to the postseason for the first time since 2016. Obviously, we are awaiting a decision on Kawhi Leonard's trade to the Toronto Raptors. But Perk, when you look at this, which return are you looking forward to the most this season? A lot of really big guys, a lot of superstars in new places.
Well, I know y'all all familiar with the classic movie by Martin Lawrence. It's a thin line between love and hate. And that's the first thing that comes to mind when I think about Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics, because we know he loved the community. But you can't sit up here and tell me that it's not hate when it comes to this organization and the way things ended. And thinking about him going back to Boston, facing Jayson Tatum, him and Jayson Tatum not communicating, him and Jayson Tatum somewhat the same size, playing the same position, I'm here to tell you, Jaylen Brown ain't ducking no smoke. And 9 times out of 10, he's going to be guarding Jayson Tatum. Do y'all remember when when Kevin Durant went back to OKC? Do you remember the noise talking between Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant? That's what I'm expecting on the floor between Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Those 2 guys are going to want to tear each other's heads off, and rightfully so.
Look, they've all been very respectful of each other. I think Jayson Tatum put out a nice Instagram post, and Jaylen Brown was very respectful. Professional, yep. Okay? But, you know, my mom once told me the opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. Okay? And I think that's kind of what we've been seeing between these two. Everybody's being nice. Everybody's being nice right now. On the court, I think you're right, Perk. That's not going to be nice.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be the blatant animosity that you saw from Russ. Because, look, Jayson Tatum put out some fluffy Instagram post. He didn't post cupcakes, right? Okay, pretty big difference there. Now, I'm curious, though, how much passive aggressiveness there is. What's the pregame handshake going to look like? Is there going to be any sort of interaction between them? And I do fully expect Jaylen Brown to come out there trying to rip the Celtics' heads off. I expect him to go out there trying to show up his former team, the franchise that dumped him, despite the fact that he helped deliver another banner to the rafters in Boston.
Perk, how much will Jaylen Brown go for? He's going to go for a season high, go for a career high?
I think it's just going to be the win, and I think it's going to be the other side of the floor that he's going to take personal, like defending Jayson Tatum. Here's another thing Jaylen Brown has on his side. We all know how LeBron James feels about the city of Boston and the Boston Celtics. So imagine both of those guys walking in. Imagine having LeBron James, who's going to have Jaylen Brown back. So, everyone in the world is going to be waiting for that, and everyone in the world is going to be waiting for Jayson Tatum to rise to the occasion to let the city know that, hey, they chose the right guy. They made the right decision, and I'm also here for all the smoke.
Wanna try to boast at what I look like. Think I'm gonna try to wear, I pull up long range. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's NBA, I'm here,